Hi guys, welcome back to a new video on the channel. Now today, this is the review of the League One playoff second legs. We now know who will contest the League One playoff final, and as a Reading fan, it's great news because finally, after a very long wait, we will finally have a local derby of sorts in the Championship next season. That's if we stay in the Championship, as Oxford United and Wycombe Wanderers have made the playoff final in League One, so good luck to both sides. So let's start with that first game. It was Oxford United versus Portsmouth. That finished 1-1 after 90 minutes, and as it did last time, then obviously they were level on aggregate and they went to extra time. They couldn't be separated, so it went to penalties, and Oxford United have got through 5-4 on penalties, so huge congratulations to Oxford United, and yes, believe it or not, I do wish them all the best in the final against Wycombe. For Portsmouth, that's not the end of the season they wanted, but you would have to say they have to be one of the strong favourites for promotion next season in League One. But there will be some other sides as well. Obviously, Ipswich are still in there, Sunderland are still in there, and we don't know yet the teams that are coming down from the Championship. So it could be a very interesting season for Portsmouth. As for Fleetwood Town and Wycombe, as we know, that game finished 2-2. Yesterday, and that means that Wycombe were 6-3 aggregate winners, if I can get my teeth in. That's astonishing outcome for Wycombe. I know there are a little bit of controversy with Wycombe making the playoffs, but they're taking their advantage of getting there, and a 6-3 aggregate score is brilliant. So for Fleetwood, what that means is they've had a cracking season. They can go away, sort themselves out, sort contracts out and things, and give it another good go next season. Excuse me, I'm sure they will be up there. So as for the final, obviously that will be on Monday, and that is between Oxford United and Wycombe Wanderers. So that's a local derby in itself. So that's going to be a very interesting final. It's a shame that the fans can't be there for that one, particularly because obviously I think that would pretty much not sell out Wembley, but it would be quite largely populated attendance-wise. So obviously, as a Reading fan, people have been saying to me probably all week, I think all day, who would I rather have, Reading v Oxford or Reading v Swindon? Wycombe. To be brutally honest, Reading haven't had a local derby or a local rivalry or any sort of derby game for a very long time. Unfortunately, bad as this sounds, a lot of the teams in and around us, the likes of Swindon, Oxford, Aldershot, Wycombe and so on, aren't in the same league as us at the moment, so obviously we haven't really played them unless it's been in the Cup, and that's been few and far between as well. So personally, I'd love Oxford, because, for me, Reading v Oxford is one of our big derbies, and I know Oxford fans feel the same way. It's not quite as aggressive as Reading Swindon, but it's still a hyped up derby. As for Wycombe, not as much of a derby, but it is still seen as a local derby because we're quite close to each other, within 26 miles, so it comes up as a derby. But to be honest, I'm not worried either way who we get, whether it's Oxford United or Wycombe Wanderers. My focus is obviously Reading staying in the Championship. Otherwise, we'd have quite a few derbies next season. But yeah, let's see what happens. But I do wish both teams the best of luck. I think it's going to be a very close final. Obviously, I will review it in more detail in my preview on the Monday for it, and that's when I will give a score prediction and what I think will happen. Then obviously afterwards, like I did with Northampton Town, I'll do a welcome to the Championship video for whichever of those two sides has made the Championship for next season. So guys, that kind of concludes this quick review of what happened at the weekend, yesterday. And I'll be going on to doing my predictions for this week's games. So just check in for that as well. But I'll finish the video just by saying congratulations to both Oxford United and Wycombe Wanderers. Commiserations to Portsmouth and to Fleetwood Town. And all the best to you guys for next season. And all the best to both those teams in the final. So if you're a fan of Oxford or Wycombe, congratulations, enjoy the time and good luck on Monday. Take care, guys.